Every play is a child, and it takes a village to raise it.
Welcome to the Promised Land.
It takes a village to share it with the world.
Sound of freedom.
I'm really excited by how everybody's working at such a high level of passion for the project.
What are we gonna do?
This region reminded me why what we do is so important.
We're gonna put a highway.
The narratives and the conversations and the ways that we engage, they offer opportunities to make meaning for people who are also searching for that.
Welcome to the Jubilee Festival on the future of us, the Promised
We feel like the luckiest artists in the world to have been in this special community.
Rise up, we survived, oh yeah, we survived, oh yeah.
Major support comes from the Good Family Foundation.
Good afternoon, happy Thursday, happy Friday Eve. My name is Ari and I'm here with the Inheritance Project. We are a national arts organization who go to different cities around the country to make plays based on the history of the place, the people who live there, and the inherited wisdom of the book of Exodus. Not just the biblical story, but the themes, ideas, and how we can see it as a lens through which we see this community.
Art lowers the barrier of entry to relationship, and relationship can lower the barrier of entry to community. One way we do that is by hosting what we like to call salons.
As we have these conversations, we'll start creating scripts, ideas, and bring them back to you to help us shape the story and build a narrative that is representative and reflective of you and your ideas. It's really important that if you come to our salon, your voice is in the room. It sounds so small, but just claiming your space, that's a beautiful way of showing up.
We would love you to share one word or phrase that comes to mind when you hear Hampton Roads, Tidewater, 757, 7 cities. Can I have a volunteer who'd like to be brave and go first? Great, wonderful.
When I think of Hampton Roads, I think of diversity, inclusion, and equity.
When I think of Hampton Roads, it's actually the opposite of you. I think divide. I think schism.
Divide and schism. Isis, thank you so much.
And the thing that immediately came to mind was water.
Water. Thank you, Rachel.
I'm going to go today with many communities.
Many communities.
Can you raise your hand if you live in Norfolk? Okay. Virginia Beach. Portsmouth. Yeah, I see y'all. Hampton, Newport News. Okay.
All right, we have a couple of people.
Chesapeake.
When we first got invited to come to the area, it was just Norfolk. And then we were told that if you were going to talk about Norfolk, you had to also talk about Virginia Beach. And you also had to talk about Suffolk and Chesapeake and Portsmouth. And then it became that if you were going to talk about the South Side cities, you also had to talk about the peninsula. So the project morphed into encompassing all 7 cities that are included in the Hampton Roads area.
Just gonna ask everyone to listen to what you hear when John reads the words.
Problematic. Virginia Beach. Noise. Water. Traffic. Military. Home. Flooding.
So the more people we meet with, the more themes start to emerge from those conversations.
Historic athletes, historic talent, historic communities.
In those moments, we really start to see those stars that are burning brighter.
Transparent, transient, haunted, historic home.
Great. Thanks, John.
In the fall of 2014, I got a phone call from the Covenant Foundation, which supports Jewish education, and they said, well, what is the work you want to do? And I said, most audiences only experience art when it's finished. I was really curious to know how opening up the artistic process might impact a community and might impact the artists who are working on the process. And the other thing I was interested in was inherited text. And the Covenant Foundation said, great, we'll give you some money and you can try it. and ended up doing the first 5 plays of the Inheritance Project. I'm going to let you in on the process because we are all in on the process. We have been talking about an idea of personification of the 7 cities. Maybe they are 7 siblings, maybe they are 7 cousins, maybe they all share a house.
It was just so clear how important family was as an underlying theme for the whole region. That became the narrative of how we shaped the performance.